This is Vivian Leong reporting for This Week in East Brunswick, and today we're at Churchill Junior High School visiting Huaxia Chinese School.
Right now, for our school, right, we have 25 Chinese classes and 12 Chinese culture classes. Yeah, we have about 400 families here. Yeah, so.
And what is a typical day like for a student here?
Typical student. Yeah, I think that most of them are actually their parents are actually coming from China. Yes, and we do have right now we are seeing a growth number of parents and students. They actually their parents are Americans, but their children like to learn Chinese. Yes, and this number is growing. Yeah.
Typical day is like when I got here and I just let the student review whatever we learned in the past this week, and then started a new lesson, and then we have some games and activity. Just let them know, let them have know what they learn, and they can apply to their regular life. Mm-hmm.
And how do you like teaching here?
I enjoy it very much. This is my first year, but I really love to be with the student, and they're very associated. They're very exciting to learn Chinese and to interact with the students and in the class. So I can see they're interested in learning Chinese, and I'm very happy about that.
And how did you learn about the Chinese school?
Well, it was by accident. The principal of the school happens to have his daughter on the swim team. So he walked around and spoke to somebody about having an outreach program here. So that's how basically we got started here.
Yeah, so basically John approached me and the previous principal, and we looked at a contract that we can get together for a basketball outreach program here for the youth. So myself, it was actually my first year in the position, so it was my first contract that I wrote out from an outreach standpoint. And we just got together, so we're here on Saturdays. We do 2 classes. From 2 to 3 and then from 4 to 5. It's a great opportunity. I love how they reached out to us. We're not necessarily local. We're in Old Bridge, coming over here in East Brunswick. It's great that we had the opportunity to come over here and bring what we actually teach at the Old Bridge Y, which is the instructional basketball classes, and just kind of bring them here to the Chinese school and be able to teach them what we're able to show our kids over there at the Y.
And what benefits do you see from the students who participate in this program?
The biggest benefit I see is confidence. A lot of the youth come in here and they know basketball and they have a little skills, whether it's from parents or friends that teach them. But I think the biggest thing that we kind of, touch upon here is, teamwork and just confidence, self-confidence, and building yourself up to, know that if you don't make a basket, it's not the end of the world. We just got to practice and get better.
Yeah, we promote Chinese culture. Yeah, definitely, yes. So we have from pre-K to grade 9. Yeah, so we learn the basic Chinese writing, handwriting. Yeah, and also besides the Chinese learning, we also provide culture like the art, dancing, yeah, singing. Yeah.
And what motivates you to come to work every weekend to teach these kids Chinese?
I'm Chinese. I was born in China, so I feel Chinese is very it's my native language, and we in this school is majority they are Chinese, and their parents, they probably speak at home, but they don't know how to write. So I feel if they can write and they can read, and it's good for their future. And I feel I'm part of. I have 2 girls. I really like them to continue learning Chinese and love Chinese, and they can continue know the culture of China.
Yes, I actually have 2 children enrolled. I have my oldest son is in CSL 1, or Chinese as a second language, level 2, and then my second child is in CSL number 1. So I have an 8-year-old and also a 6-year-old, and soon he'll go there once he's old enough. I think it's just a wonderful opportunity for children to have exposure to a character-based language, the culture. It's just a really well-rounded program.
How are they liking it?
They love it. They have a really good time. They like the other children, although they don't like the homework. But I don't think there's any children that like homework.
And what is a typical day like for your children?
Actually, when they're here at school, well, they're dropped off typically around 2 o'clock and class starts. They have 50 minutes, then they have a 10-minute break, and then they have another 50-minute session. Last year they were taking chess as an after program. They typically have instruction, and then they have actual opportunities to practice the language in the classroom and kind of role play too. That's what I really like.
Well, we were looking for Chinese schools for our two daughters, and we came to visit one Saturday, and we saw the class sizes were small or smaller than some other Chinese schools, so we decided to try this school.
And how old are your daughters?
My older one's 11 and the younger one's 8.
How are they liking it?
They enjoy it. We actually have them in the same class, so they're in second grade Mali Ping. And they're enjoying it. They like being together. And then after the Chinese classes, they take an art class here, and they enjoy that very much too.
And I understand that your husband also teaches here. What does he do?
Yes, my husband teaches an English class here for some of the older, I guess, grandparents basically of some of the students here. And my husband's pretty much fluent in Mandarin as well, but he teaches English to them, so it's helpful that he can speak Chinese to help them when needed to explain some things.
Yeah, January 25th, we have the very big celebration because this is 10th year anniversary. So this is gonna be in the Hammer Show. So I invite, we were happy that welcome that people can join us. And this is a very big year for this Chinese school, Huaxia Chinese School. And also Chinese New Year is coming the end of this month. So it's kind of both together, celebrate, and with a lot of dance and singing, and also the kids gonna perform some activities.
This is Vivian Leong reporting for This Week in East Brunswick, and I hope you enjoyed visiting Huaxia中文学校 with us. And don't forget to check out their performance for their 10th anniversary celebration at Hammershall on the 25th of January. Thank you, and we'll see you next week. This is Vivian Leong reporting for This Week in East Brunswick, and we're here at Hammershall Middle School celebrating Huaxia Chinese School's 10th anniversary and Chinese New Year party. Happy 10th anniversary today. Can you tell me a little bit about the performance?
Yes, today is a combined show of both the celebration of Huaxia Chinese School's 10th year anniversary and also the coincidental occurrence of the Chinese New Year, the Year of the Horse.
What can the audience expect to see from the performance today?
The performance is a variety show. We are going to have both inside and internal and external performers. So we have many children performing on what they have learned in class, such as dance and also martial arts. From the outside performers, we have very renowned singers and dancers, and also people performing tricks in that they can change their face very, very quickly. Those are some of the performances we can expect to see tonight.
And I saw that it's quite a variety show. There's a lot of dancers and then some martial arts mixed in. How long did it take to plan for this production?
It took about, I think we started right after summer.
How special is it for Huaxia to reach its 10th anniversary?
This is it's 10 years is like a milestone, right? As far as I know, at the beginning, it's really difficult. So 10 years later, I think we've been very stable, and we have our own system now. It's really just like a milestone.
I'm here today for the 10th anniversary of the school, so I have a proclamation from the New Jersey legislature to honor them and the teachers for all of their hard work.
And what will you be looking forward to seeing tonight?
Oh, well, I've been here every year for many years, and it's always a great venue. There are many different displays of Asian cultural art, whether it's the dance or the singing or the piano playing. It's all really, really incredible, and it's just a testament to the many talents of the teachers and the students that are part of this community. So it's a great opportunity for the town to see the talents and the the things that people are learning in the Chinese school. The Chinese school, we have 2 Chinese schools in town, but they are operating in the schools on the weekends, so the children are doing, and the adults are also taking programs, but they are doing this on top of all of their regular studies. And one thing that the school did that was so impressive was they were able to allow the students to get credit for the programs and the learning that they do. So they're not just taking their programs, but they're able to apply it to their regular academic credentials as well, and that helps them when they go on to college and for future learning.
I really wish to thank all our supporters, especially our volunteers. The school has really flourished over the past 10 years, largely due to the hardworking people who work together, putting countless hours outside of their regular job. Many of us do have a regular job, and also taking care of their families, and really putting their heart and soul into this community school, and by play the role of being a bridge between the Western culture and the traditional Chinese culture.
And is there anything else that you would like to add?
Well, I thank community for all of its support. We're honored to be part of the East Brunswick school system, community system.
We want to make sure that the school is viable and is able to continue and to be part of the community, and I believe the school is also open. You don't have to be Asian to come. Anyone can come to the school, and so it's a good way to learn about another culture.
And where can viewers find more information about Huaxia?
Well, we have a website at www.hxeb.org.
This is Vivian Leung reporting for This Week in East Brunswick, and we hope you enjoyed Huaxia's 10th anniversary celebration and Chinese New Year party. Best wishes to all of those who are celebrating Chinese New Year. 新年快乐, and we'll see you next week.